Facts Verse presents. This mom's punishment for her son is getting praise from all over the world. Before we get into the video, how about you give us a little praise by clicking that like button, and thanks in advance for doing so. And also be sure to subscribe if you've not already done so and click the notification bell so you don't miss our future videos. While some parents continue to resist the idea of giving children younger than 12 smartphones, many have relented. It's a powerful tool for keeping children safe, and we can never lose sight of the educational and entertainment value of such a device either. When used correctly, the child can benefit from a smartphone in a number of ways. This is ultimately something that the parents are going to need to decide for themselves. To be sure, there's nothing about a smartphone that makes it absolutely essential for every child on the planet. Furthermore, some parents are still worried that their child will spend too much time on the device. Well, this is something that many of us have to consider. What should one do when their son or daughter is spending too much time on their smartphone? What should someone do if the child goes against the rules that have been set down for that device? These are obviously worthwhile questions to keep in mind, especially if you're a parent. Well, one mother recently had to address this problem. She discovered that her 6-year-old son was using his phone during bedtime. She made it clear to him in no uncertain terms that that was not acceptable. So what'd she do about it? Well, the answer is almost certainly going to surprise you. Mom came up with a rather brilliant punishment. She gave him a penalty. This penalty consisted entirely of points. In total, she gave him 500 points for using his phone after acceptable hours. So what did these points mean? Well, it would mean he would be grounded until such a time as he could earn those 500 points back. And this is where things get really interesting. So here's how the system is going to work. The child would be grounded until he could earn the 500 points by completing various chores around the house. This is perhaps the truly ingenious part of Mom's plan. It would be impossible for the child to earn the 500 points with just one task. In fact, it would take several tasks for the child to earn 500 points. That's because the mom was smart enough to create a long list of things around the house that needed to be dealt with. The first included washing windows, then cleaning out the microwave, writing a letter to a family member, making dinner, and cleaning up afterwards, and a whole lot more. Successfully completing each task would then be rewarded with points. The biggest payday in the point system involved doing an entire load of laundry, which would include folding and hanging up and putting away. That could earn 100 points. Each shelf in the kitchen cupboard could earn 50 points. Cleaning out the microwave, that was 40 points. Well, as you can imagine, this entire plan is ingenious for a couple of reasons. You might decide to try this out for yourself, in fact. It seems likely that the child completed enough tasks to earn the necessary 500 points. I mean, no kid wants to be grounded for any amount of time, and it seems probable that he got to work immediately on getting out of hot water and getting that smartphone back. Special praise should certainly be given to Mom, though, for coming up with such a clever idea. Thinking about this in greater detail, you can see her idea works on a number of different levels. Now let's start with the fact that it teaches the child there are consequences for breaking the rules. You can also combine that with giving the child household chores to complete. Any parent will tell you that it can be tough to get kids to do what you ask them to do. This puts them in the position of having no choice, assuming they want their phone back and you get to come home to a nice, clean house. Well, finally, it shows the child that there's a right time and a wrong time to use their smartphone. We may not be able to stop kids from using smartphones entirely, but that does not mean that they should do whatever they want with that smartphone. Subscribe for more.